See, I don't want you to come in. I don't want you to come here and try and show me something, because I already know that. You can't show me anything. But I'm here to show you something. And guess what? Now the tide's changed, right? Guess who's got to do the homework? Not me. I did my homework for how many years? And now it's your turn. So that's what you got to do. Go home. You got to do your homework, okay?
I have a test. I have a test at school.
I can't hear you.
I have a test at school.
Yeah, well, tests only take what? Half an hour? You're 7 days in a week. So that gives you a lot of time to practice. And remember what I showed you, because sometimes we got video on video, right? We're taking videos of you. So remember. So you kind of remember a little bit of what I showed you.
Like
Now,
this.
I want you to think, okay, Caleb? You got to think of what you're doing here, because this is important. This is very, very, very important.
Like this.
No, I showed you that. I showed you that about 6 years ago. So now, I got it. This is something that was only 1 week ago, and now you got to show me what it was that I showed you. Because remember, that's what drums are. Drums are like a memory thing. Like when you learn how to drive a car. If you don't know how to switch gears, how are you going to know how to drive a
I
car?
remember something on here.
You do?
I just forget
Okay.
what it was.
You remember what was on that hi-hat we played there? It was in the beat. Remember that? Remember what it was?
I think the snare was in it.
I'm sorry?
I think the snare was in it. Still. And I think one of these are in it.
Okay, do you remember me telling you anything about boogie beat? The boogie beat? Okay, so you remember that, right? You remembered about the boogie beat, right? Okay, so what did we do with it? What did we do with that boogie beat?
We put it into a beat.
What you were just doing, right? But what did we do with the bass drum? Remember? No, we didn't do any of that.
How do I do that again?
That no. See, you didn't, because you didn't do your homework, you didn't learn it. See, and I showed you that a year ago. You know how long a year ago is, Caleb?
What?
How long is a year? 12 months. That's 365 days. That's a lot of days ago. I showed you that. And you know what? You forgot it. So I know what? I'm going to show you just a little bit and remind you. But remember something. A drummer has to remember everything somebody teaches him. Or you know what? You get stuck. You know what you do? You get stuck doing the same thing. You're going to play this again. And I'm going to play this again. I'm going to play this again. You don't want to do that. You want to play new stuff, right? Because what is new stuff? It's fun. It's exciting. Isn't it? Feels good to learn, right? So you know what that thing was I showed you 365 days ago? It goes right, left, right, bass. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. That's right. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know that already.
Mm-hmm.
Took you 365 days later to remember it. That's a bit too long. You got to think of 7 days, and that's it. And you got to know it. Okay, good. Play me the boogie beat again. I want to hear the boogie beat. Now we did something with the bass drum. We went like this. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now you're going to play this. So, isn't that pretty exciting to know something so different like that? It is, isn't it? And now, when you go home, I'm going to show you something new today. But when you go home next week, I'm going to ask you to do this thing again. You think you remember it? Why?
I think actually, yeah, I think I remember.
Why? No, because you're going to go home and you're going to practice, right? So all you got to do is remember what I showed you, right? That's not hard, is it? That wasn't hard, was it? That thing?
Not at all.
It wasn't hard at all, right?
No.
Pretty easy, right?
I feel like it's baby stuff.
So you're going to be able to remember it for next week, right? Okay, let's see if you remember it now. Play it for me again. Let me hear it. So now you remember it. Yeah, there was something else we went over that I want to make sure you're remembering. What about the same thing on that hi-hat? You can play it on that hi-hat, okay? You're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Try that for me. Okay, and there was another thing. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, now there's another way. Okay, so you're gonna remember these for next week. There's another one I showed you a long time ago. Remember, it's in that family of beats. It goes 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN. You remember that one? Sure you do. I just played it for you. You remember. You remember. That's right. So are you practicing at even home? You're practicing those beats that I showed you at home?
Yeah, those are easy.
They're easy, but make sure you're practicing them, okay? Okay, now what about that thing I showed you with the tom-toms? Remember, you had the double bass going and you went like this. Okay, and you went like this, Caleb. Don't play anything, don't play anything. You went 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You had the double bass. See? Now, it sounds
How
good.
does it feel like?
Just play one on that.
It sounds
Don't play
like
two on that. One. Right, okay, so see, now you practicing that one at home?
no, but that's easy.
That's
I
easy.
just can't get.
Okay, so I'm making sure you're practicing all these and you're remembering them all the right way. You know what I mean? Would something break?
Nah, I got the key.
Oh, that fell on the floor. You know how hard you're hitting?
I
Okay. Now, do you remember the other one I showed you too? Like this? Make sure you're playing it with the bass drum. Listen to me for a minute. No, listen to me for a minute. You're going to listen to my bass drums, and you're going to listen to how I hit this. It's going to be on time. Listen. Go slow, go slow. Do not? But you remember it. Why wouldn't you practice it? It sounds cool, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It does? You like it? You do? You like that thing? When you want to play it if you like it? Right. Okay. So, when you're at home, you like it, and that's something that actually sounds cool out here. It sounds cool. It actually makes you sound like a drummer. So, if you practice it, you'll be able to do other things later on with it. To, really go on way out with it. You know what I mean? That's just something I want you to remember. You're practicing all these things. These are things you got to remember. Okay, let's go back to one thing. Wait a minute. Let's go back to that hi-hat over there. Okay, and what was that double bass thing we did on the boogie beat? Remember we did the boogie beat? Okay. So now you remembered. So that was good, okay? Now, let's do funk. What was funk? Funk is, because you went, oh, Fritz, I really love the funk. That's great stuff you're showing me. I remember you telling me that. You said, oh, I loved it. I practice that all the time, right? Don't you? And it goes like, remember I showed you on this hi-hat over here. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, didn't I show you that too? No, you go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So every time you say and, what are you hitting? Okay. So what are you hitting when you play one? What are you hitting when you say 1? What are you hitting when you say 2? What are you hitting when you say 3? And what are you hitting when you play and? So you got to remember all those rules. The rules. Watch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. No, bass drum by itself on 1. Let's try that. 1. No, watch me again. 1. See that? It played by itself. 1 by itself. I didn't hit it in. 1 and 2 and. Go fast. Then it starts to sound really bad. It sounds bad. You know why? Because you're going fast again.
It sounds like something like that.
Yeah, but drums you play fast all the time. So now, with that, it's called funk. Remember that? When I say funk, you're going to play me what? What are you going to play me when I say funk? See, now, there again, you started wrong, but that's okay. You know what funk is, right? When I say it. So now, we're going to stay on that for a quick second. I want you to do this now. 1 and 2 and 3. I want you to do 2 on the bass drum this time. Watch me. Watch me again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? All right. You know how to play it, right? Right? Okay, so these are things that I want you to just keep when you're at home practicing. I want you to practice all this stuff because if you don't remember it, then they're just going to have to flush you down the toilet. You're just going to have to, you'll be over. You'll be done. You're going to have to work at McDonald's for the rest of your life. You'll never be a drummer. You have to serve burgers and French fries. Don't make them salty. Okay? So and you'll never be a drummer. But if you remember, guess what? You don't have to work at McDonald's anymore. You could be this guy out making all this money, and you got all these and you're gonna look great because you're playing drums, and you have, it's gonna be fun, right? If you remember to practice all the things I show you, right? Okay, tell me what a flam is on rudiments. What's a flam? Flam is just rudiments. Remember we do rudiments on the snare drum? What's a flam? long roll. 1, 2, 1, 2. A long roll. What's a flam? What's a flam? A flam. Give me a flam. What? How do you play a flam on a snare? Just I'm trying to remember all these things. There's a million things that you got to remember. Flam, you go like this. Remember I showed you that one? Now, are you doing back and forth? Right?
It's going what?
Yeah, but you're only doing one. Are you starting with one at the same time, or are you doing? Oh, watch me. I do the right first. Now I'm gonna do the left
Right after
first.
the other, that's what I'm doing.
Are you switching?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what else do you do in a flam? You remember? No, you go like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, no, don't hit so hard. You're doing it wrong, by the way. Watch me again. I'm going to start with my right. Watch this. Watch me. Right. Right. Now, see the left's down. I'm going to go the other hand. Watch. And 1. And. Now, you play that. I'm going to see how your sticks are. Do it again. Then you start with your left. Now you do it with your right. See? Now start with the left. That's right. Now don't hit so hard. Don't pretend. Don't go like this. Just go like this. 1 and. No. Don't go fast. Now. That's right. Don't go fast. Don't. Okay. No. Look, Caleb. You're going too fast and you keep making mistakes every time. You don't want to do that. You want to go slow and teach. You want to teach yourself. Watch me. You're gonna do what I'm doing. All right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You go that slow. Did you notice how many mistakes you just made?
1.
You made about 7. You only played it 6 times. You made 7 mistakes. Okay, watch me again. Watch this. I'm going to lead with my right. Now I'm going to lead with my left. Now just watch. 1, 2, 1. I don't want you to go that slow. Oh, you're going too fast. Now lead with your left. No, lead with your right. Right. Now with the left. Now lead with the left. No, lead with the left. Watch me again.
Oh, I get it now.
No, you don't. Watch me again. Watch this. Lead with my right. I do the dribble with my left. Now watch. You're not watching me. Eyes on the sticks. Watch. Now lead with my right. Now lead with my left. Now lead with my right. See how I lead with different hands?
Slide.
Right. Now lead with right, left, right, left, right. You know what? You still are going much too fast because you don't know what it is.
Slide.
Go slow. Go. Watch how slow I'm going. Well, that's one. Now lead with your left. Right. Left now. Left, lead. Right. Left now. Do left. Right now. Okay, now, if you go that slow, guess what? You don't make mistakes. Okay, but there's where you're teaching yourself how to do it. Okay? And properly, you know what I mean? It's just like You can't drive a car backwards for the rest of your life. You gotta drive forward. That's what I'm saying. If you teach yourself properly, then when you start going fast, you're gonna play it right. And then everybody's gonna go, oh, he's doing it right. Okay? So that's what. And now, are you doing the stuff I showed you about your sticks? With your fingers? These fingers
Oh,
here?
I do it all the time. I haven't done it once. I haven't not done that once.
Yeah, no, with you're
I'm
not
always
using it.
doing it. I don't do it once.
That was better. That was better. You know what? I was watching your fingers. Your fingers were doing
It's
it.
like that.
Yeah, that's right. Remember, I know you want to go faster, but you can't. You can't go too fast. You know why? And you can't keep your sticks way up here, Carol. Look, and you can't go fast with your
can't
stick.
like
No,
this.
you got to be closer to the drum.
I can't do that.
That's too much. No, that's very wrong.
It's
That's
like
very.
this.
That's this. That's wrong. That's right. Now when you go faster, keep your sticks down. But, make sure you're doing two. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Okay, you know, see? No.
It's like
You know what? That's it. See? You're trying to go so fast, you're just making mistakes all over the place. See what happens when you go slow? Now, just tell me something. What sounded better?
going slow.
Pardon me?
Going slow.
It sounded more smooth, didn't it? When you go fast, what happens? The mess. And you're all over it. That's right. You gotta understand. When you go slow and it's even, then you're sounding good. Stay there.
Nice.
Make
Good.
sure you got
Good.
control, right? Then, if you're gonna speed up, you gotta make sure that you're in control and it sounds smooth. As soon as you stop sounding smooth, you gotta slow down again. Right? You gotta slow down a little bit, right? That's just something I want you to think about when you're practicing, because I know it's not easy, is it, to do that? No. And that's something I want you to think about. But, next week I wanna show you something that's gonna be a little weird, but I'm hoping that you practice it, and it's gonna do with this symbol here,